Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Team Zero. So as far as affordable smartphones are concerned, Infinix does make a wide variety of different models. And with that in mind, we finally got our hands on the Infinix Zero 40, which is one of the newest devices from the brand. And I just want to show you guys a quick overview of the features of this phone and what you can expect if you ever decide to purchase this smartphone. And with that said, let's get started. Alright, so let's start off with the design and the build quality on this phone. It's pretty obvious that Infinix has designed the Zero 40 to look premium, especially with the in-hand feel, which I have to say for a budget phone does feel pretty nice to handle, in fact. Now the unit that we have on here comes with a large 6.78-inch curved AMOLED screen with a resolution of 1080 by 2436 pixels, and it does get a maximum peak brightness of 1300 nits. It also comes with a 144Hz refresh rate, and there's very little to complain about here, though of course the curved edge display will be a very subjective matter, as some users aren't really fans of curved smartphone screens. Now going over the back, the rear panel of the phone houses the large circular camera cutout, and it does feature a matte texture, which is pretty nice to the touch. I'm a big fan of how Infinix has designed the smartphone in general. Now there's the Gorilla Glass 5 protection on the display, and of course you do get IP54 dust and splash resistance, so it will be generally safe from most drops and accidental splashes, but I wouldn't really go swimming or dunking the phone into any form of water. Now moving on to software, the Infinix Zero 40 ships with Android 14, although it does come with Infinix's own XOS Android skin. Now this gives you access to some exclusive features and apps from Infinix, and there's even a pre-installed GoPro Quick app here, which allows you to use the smartphone with a compatible GoPro device if you have one lying around. And there's also a set of rich customization features, so you can customize everything on the phone, from your fonts to wallpapers to the overall themes. With that said though, I do prefer the simpler approach that Google has with its Pixel devices, but again, that's just me. If you're someone who likes a bit of customization on their phone, then XOS might be a great choice for you. As for performance, the phone does come with a MediaTek Dimensity 8200 Ultimate chipset, which is overall a decent performer. If you're someone who regularly plays games on their smartphone, even with most graphics intensive titles, the phone won't have any trouble running them. And of course, the included 12 gigs of RAM is a much welcome addition as well. So as far as everyday performance goes, the Infinix Zero 40 might have a bit of stuttering every now and then, but of course the 12 gigs of RAM and the capable chipset do provide a better experience, especially when compared to cheaper smartphones. The phone also comes in 256 and 512 gigs of internal storage, and it is powered by a pretty large 5000 mAh battery, which does feature support for 45 watts wired and 20 watt wireless fast charging. It's not as fast as the 80 watt or 100 watt charging speeds that we're seeing on other brands like OnePlus for example, but in general, if you're in a pinch and you really need to get your phone topped up pretty quickly, then this should come in handy. The phone does come with a trio of cameras, including a 108 megapixel main camera, a 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2 megapixel depth camera. Photos in general look decent, and they will be alright for most social media apps. If you're coming from a more premium flagship phone, of course, you're bound to spot some differences with the overall quality of photos. But if you're just more into casual mobile photography, or you don't really use the camera that often, then the triple camera setup will be decent for the most part. Now video quality maxes out a 4K resolution with 60 frames per second, and there is support for video stabilization with gyro EIS and of course optical image stabilization. Now overall, the Infinix Zero 40 does get a lot of things right. You do get a great looking display, a pretty versatile camera setup on the back, a large battery, and of course, considering the price of the phone, if you're looking for something that's within your budget, then the Infinix Zero 40 is worth looking into. And if you're coming from an older Infinix smartphone, then this might be a worthwhile upgrade for you. So yeah, that's all the time that we have for this quick video. Let me know what you think about this smartphone in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our other videos here on Team Zero. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.